The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe. This is the United Podcast Network.
4.
Welcome, friends, to Golf is a Four-Letter Word, the show that gives you the inside scoop on the best public courses in New England and other golf hotspots. So whether you're a worm burner or a total ace, join us at the 19th hole while we talk all things golf. Now approaching the tee box, your hosts, Craig and Jeanine Dufton.
There you go, Jen. You have the tee.
Good morning, all.
All right.
Welcome to our podcast today. Good morning. Hope everyone's having a great day so far.
I agree.
Good morning, Craig.
Yes, good morning to you. J9.
Yep.
Chrissy, how are you?
And Chrissy, good morning also.
Good morning,
Yeah,
guys.
our
I'm doing
awesome,
great.
awesome producer who makes all this cool stuff around us happen. Because God knows we'd still be, I don't know.
Golfing?
I'd be getting a couple. I'd be golfing.
Trying to golf. No, lots of great ideas what we got coming up.
Yeah, we've got a lot of great podcasts that are going to be coming up in this season, and we wanted to just share with you. We went on a golf trip a couple months ago to Florida, to the Naples area. Which
February.
Have you ever been to Florida?
No, but
No?
after seeing these photos, I need to get there.
So
I wanna
we're
frame every
we're in the
photo.
southwest part of Florida, down by Naples, Marco Island, Bonita Springs, Fort Myers, where the Red Sox have their winter vacation, and in that area, believe it or not, there are 150 golf courses in Estero, Bonita Springs, and Naples. Now, I don't know if you've ever been to Naples before. If you're out there, Naples from north to south is probably 30 miles of city. But there's North Naples, there's Central Naples, there's South Naples, and there's Marco Island.
So
But to
beautiful.
go from, like, if you think something's in Naples, you're like, oh, yeah, it's only, like, oh, meet me at this pancake place in Naples. They're like, there's 4 of those pancake places in Naples. Because it's just so, the city is
That's a
so
true
big.
story.
There's so many people there. And every winter, of course, like we do, a lot of people go down to the south, and that's where they stay to avoid the lousy weather up here. And that's what we did. What'd you think of it, though?
Breathtaking, and I can't imagine how Hawaii is.
Yeah, Hawaii's a little
Florida's so
bit
beautiful, too.
It's
Yeah.
Hawaii's with Florida with giant mountains.
It was great just playing at some private clubs, and which we'll talk about. Just felt really lucky to be there. Just so beautiful, and our son was with us. And
Yeah, so tell them where we stayed. We stayed at Tarpon Cove in North Naples. We're blessed to have a brother who has a beautiful condo, brother and sister-in-law, Mark and
gonna
Beth,
say,
who
Mark and
have a
Beth,
beautiful condo down there. We got to stay in it for a week. And we got to travel north. We got to travel south. We got to travel, like, going west is kind of hard because that's the Gulf of Mexico. But had a great time. Great food, great golf. It was so hard to decide where to play. When you have 150
So
golf
many
courses,
choices.
it's so difficult to decide where to play. So we took an easy one, a hard one, and then a private one because we were lucky to have a friend of ours, a friend of the show, Ann Cummings, who was allowed us to play at Bonita National. But the first place that we went to, which Jeanine loved, this golf course called Quail Village. We went there with our son Jake.
So
It's an
beautiful.
18-hole golf course. It's in a private neighborhood area, so the course isn't really long. It wasn't really a difficult course, but it was a fun course. It had enough water to not get you too aggravated and worry about, like, people talk about alligators down in Florida. Forget alligators, man. Snakes are the things that you, like, want to avoid at
the
all
alligator
costs.
was pretty scary.
Yeah,
was
alligators
very
are
close to
definitely
me.
scary, but snakes are scarier because they're way smaller than alligators, and you don't see them until it's too late.
Did you see a snake?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I didn't
Why
want
don't
to.
I-
I don't
Oh,
want to
you
tell
didn't
you
tell
about
me.
the snakes that I saw.
Like, I don't remember
He was
that
playing
fact.
smart.
Yeah.
How big was it?
Big.
Was it
Like-
near me?
Like that big.
Should have told me.
No.
Was the alligator enough for me that day?
Yeah, the alligator would have been.
I
more
got
than
close to him and he went,
Yeah.
and made this noise. I said, I think I better go.
That was at the next golf course that we're going to talk about. There really weren't any alligators at
Oh,
this
sorry, I'm
at this
giving
course
away
at Quail.
secrets.
Yeah, at Quail Village, it's really a very easy course. A lot of the members are owners of the properties that are around the golf course. It's actually closed right now. I went to look online to tell you how much it costs, but I mean, because everything down in Florida varies. If you're there in August, the price of golf is way lower than if you're there in December or January, of course, because of the demand. But it's typically between like $35 and ridiculous it could be during the summer months. The winter months, some golf courses could be $150 a round or something like that. So
Just with that man with the accent.
yes,
when we get in the
yes,
cart.
yeah. Talk about him. He was such a nice guy.
I forget where he was from. You always remember all the little
He was from
nuggets.
He was from England. He was from London.
really,
yeah.
really great guy, welcoming us and.
He was very welcoming. He helped us out. We got our bags out of our car. I mean, it was just like extra service that you don't normally get in golf courses around here. And it was just that those little touches, like even when you go to the pro shop, they were so friendly. They gave you great deals. We always try to go and sponsor, at least if they don't have a restaurant, we try to buy something in a pro shop just to help out the people that we're there for. But
I buy lots of clothes.
Jeanine does buy lots more than I do. But that's
like,
okay.
oh my God, I forgot my shoes. Oh, I
Yeah.
got to buy some new shoes. I did that was it there? We got there and I had no shoes.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, oh, I hope they have my size. And they did.
Which not a lot of places are going to have your size because you have such tiny feet.
Oh, there you go.
She doesn't have tiny feet.
9.5. I'm good.
Oh, I'm with you, girl. Same size. So there you go.
You have 9.5
Ba-boom.
feet too?
And proud of it. Thank you.
Nobody,
There you go.
Nobody's pushing any of these women over these days. Just
What they say about ladies:
stay right
big
where.
feet, big brains.
There you
Big
go.
brains.
I said that the other day, actually. It's so funny.
They don't. Do they say that about guys too? No, different.
Definitely not.
We're not going there.
No, we won't talk about how our Janine's putting strokes either. So, ever, not on this show, ever. But Quail Village was so nice that Jake and Jeanine actually went back there to play again. I had kind of shredded my back at that point
Driving
in time.
in the golf cart.
Driving in the golf cart, it was like
So
such a horrible experience.
the next day, we're like,
I usually like to walk whenever I
without
can,
you.
but when you have a fake knee these days, it's kind of tough to walk.
and
all the
Jake
time.
had the best chip in of his life, correct?
Yes, up to that point.
Oh,
yeah.
my gosh, it was great.
Chipped in from like 30 feet away, 40 feet away.
Gorgeous, right in the hole. He's like, Mom.
I wasn't there to see it.
It was awesome. So there's a little video and pictures, I think.
I think they like it because it's an easy place to play. You don't worry about golf, your golf ball getting lost. That's a really important thing when you're playing for fun. You know what I mean? Like the last thing you want to do is have this like intimidating golf shot every single time you play. And we played in plenty of those courses where you're like,
Well, there was a
what do I
lot
do
of
here?
people behind you and in front of you. Like, that makes me a little tense. Like, I can see people there, and I'm like, oh, and I just want to grab the ball. He's like, finish. I'm like, okay. Like, I get impatient.
Yeah.
But that's golf. So you have to learn how to go quick. And
You do. You just
getting
gotta, actually, it's so mental. This game is so mental.
really
It's
is.
crazy hard to master. It
get
takes
so
you forever to
frustrated.
master. It really is. It's like chess, except with
And
a
you
ball.
have that one good hit. And you're like,
Yeah.
I do
It's
really
worth
well
it.
practicing in the beginning when we're at the driving range.
Yeah.
300, 400, and then not 400, but
I mean, I
then I go
think
to
you do
play
the
and
same.
I'm like, oh,
The same thing, though, that every amateur golfer does when they first start.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing that people are afraid to do is hit the ground. Like they just feel like they're going to hit the ground and like, oh my God, my body's going to shake, or, like you just don't. It's not a natural thing to swing a golf club. All right. I mean, cavemen didn't.
I just want to.
I mean, they swung them,
wanna
but they
slam
weren't.
it
They were
so
swinging
hard.
clubs, but they weren't trying to get balls in holes. They were trying to make some food for their family. So I don't know where we came up with cavemen, but it's the only analogy I had right now.
It
But
works.
it's a very difficult thing, and once you get over that fear of hitting the ground, because you can hit the ground and it gives. You know what I mean? It gives.
Yeah.
If you hit it right, it gives for you,
Just
and
like
it gives you
hitting the
that
sand.
that pretty divot, gives you a little spin. And then you learn to trust your swing. It's a very, very difficult thing to do because when you're at the driving range, there's no consequences. Like you can sit out on a driving range, smash balls all day long, right? And you're like, okay,
point.
I don't care where they went because I didn't have to play that ball. But when you're standing over the shot that you know you've got to play the next shot, which you shouldn't even be thinking about that shot, you should be thinking about this shot. So that's what a lot of people do. That's my sermon for the day. And I get a golf amen. 4.
Well, I know we have a gorgeous slideshow to get to, but should we hear from your sponsor?
Yes,
before
let's
we
hear
do
from
this?
United Compressor, those awesome
All
people
right,
over in
let's
Plastow.
I love them.
Does your industrial air compressor or pump need repairs? Or do you need a completely new install? Either way, you need United Compressor and Pump. United Compressor and Pump are the experts in industrial compressor and pump installations, maintenance, repairs, and sales. They deliver competent, quick, and incomparable compressor and pump service for commercial and industrial customers in New England. With high-quality products and service, United Compressor and Pump strive to provide same or next-day high-quality service like no one else. So if you need help with your air compressor or pump, then you need to call the company that'll put you first. United Compressor and Pump. Call us today on 603-552-5885. That's 603-552-5885. Or visit us at 157A Plastow Road, Plastow, or UnitedCompressor.com. United Compressor and Pump. When you need them, they'll be there.
Thanks again to our sponsors, United Compressor, Chris and the boys over there, and Ashley in the front office. Awesome people.
Very awesome people.
Yep. Love that company. I've owned it for 22 years, but just thought I would share that with you. Mm-hmm. We were talking about Quail Village, and we have some pictures that I think Chrissy's going to be able to put up on there for it, and we're going to run through some pictures. There are a couple of different courses in these pictures, but we'll try to do our best to explain them to you. That's a cute little mat on the way in. Jeanine loves her little cute pictures. Yeah. So
only have 8,970.
Yeah, this is Quail Village. This is a nice spot. That is Jake. That's our son Jake, and that's me in the cart, I believe.
Yep.
For those listening, it is the bluest sky, the greenest grass. Like these are the most gorgeous.
Yeah, we'll put these up on our Facebook page, right?
Yes.
And we'll
so beautiful.
Yep. We'll get these up on Facebook so you guys
that's
can check
Quail
them out
Village right there.
So beautiful.
Where's that? Let me see. That's Eagle. Is that Eagle Lake? I don't know. Eagle Lake is every hole in Eagle Lake had water. So we're going to talk about Eagle Lake
I can
next.
See water in the background there. Oh,
yeah, that's Eagle Lake right there, and
that's
that is about an 8-foot
alligator.
Wow.
That the guy we were playing with at Eagle Lake, he hit a ball near that alligator, and then Jen was driving up to go look for his ball, and she comes over the hill, and she's like 12 yards away from the alligator, and I'm walking down the fairway, and I'm like, honey.
Made this really loud noise.
Bring the cart over to here.
My goodness.
I froze. He said, drive.
His jaw just went, oh, and he just started. Wow. Yeah, that's a symbol by. If anybody doesn't know this, for those of you who have just landed on this planet and have never seen an alligator before, when he opens his mouth at you, that's your cue to go, okay, I'm going to go leave that ball and go the other direction.
Is that what the snake was too? Or was that
yes. Yeah, the snake was at Eagle Lake. And they have these beautiful brown, I don't know what kind of eagles they are, but the golden eagles. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, these people. I can't.
That's Quail Village, too.
They're unbelievable.
Yeah, their pictures are gorgeous.
I keep saying that, but
just the greenest green grass, the bluest sky.
Yeah, it really,
the contrast of the shrubs there. Just so
absolutely
pretty.
gorgeous.
Florida golf is quite unique. Yep. That's Bonita National right there.
It's palm trees and golf courses.
Bonita National is a private golf course, but
that is the most amazing picture I've ever seen.
Yep.
So this, again, those are listening. They took a few sunset shots, and these are just the most gorgeous. If this isn't a tourism photo for this golf course, it should be. You should send it to them. It's the sun setting behind these gorgeous palm trees. We
probably
on the
should.
green.
Yeah.
They're absolutely fantastic.
That's a great idea.
And we have links to all their
Both
websites and stuff. And actually, Quail Village is very, very interactive. Like you go on there, they have a Facebook page that they're on there giving you updates on the construction of the place. And, great little place to live, too. I mean, beautiful little houses. You don't have to worry about any maintenance. Everything's taken care of for you. Cool spot. I mean, just north Naples area, right near Bonita Springs, not far from Fort Myers. And that's our happy family. Yeah. That's at Tarpon Cove.
Yeah.
Right behind that. That's
Jake.
A great little bar right out in the...
We have a son, Mitch, too. We'll get him golfing soon.
We don't have photos of him yet.
Nope. They're coming.
But he's coming. To get on to the next golf course, Eagle Lake is a little bit further south than where we were at Quail Village. And Eagle Lake is a beautiful championship golf course. The houses, which is really wild, the houses go around the golf course, and then the golf course is inside. And I think I have the card. All right, I think I'll put a picture of the card on our Facebook page. But when you look at the card, it's like blue. You're like, okay, where do I put the ball? Like there's so many. Remember the guy was telling us, he goes,
Yes.
yeah, if you don't like water, then don't play at this golf course. And it was a really tough golf course. The wind was whipping. And it's wide open
the one
out there.
We had our guest.
Yeah,
with us?
the fourth guy who came and hit. That's where he hit the
Oh,
ball.
I was thinking
towards.
of the woman. That was
No,
with me.
that's
Okay.
at Bonita National. So, yeah, we play too much golf. We're getting all these golf courses. We should just stop after one golf course, do a podcast, so we can remember everything.
Well,
Oh wait, that's
was
what we are
February.
doing now.
Yeah.
But yeah, actually, Eagle Lake, I would recommend highly. If you're a good, if you're an average to above average golfer, you will really enjoy this golf course. It just has lots of water, lots of target golf. I love target golf. I'm not a big fan of. I know there's people out there that will hit their driver on every hole, and I love that about them. That's what's a great part about golf, is doesn't matter how you get there.
use
you know.
whatever club you're
Yeah.
most comfortable with,
Yep.
is what you always tell me.
I had a friend of mine. He told me a story. He said, "Yeah, I hit the best shot of my life." He goes, and I just turned and walked away, and never saw it go in the hole. And he said all the guys I was playing with watched it go in the hole and screamed, and I was just putting my club back in my bag. And I'm like, "Oh, that
was
sucks."
that?
He goes, "Yeah, I got an eagle. That was on my golf league. We'll talk about that pretty soon." John Lilly. That was a great story. I just had to mention it because he told it to me yesterday, and I said, "God, that's horrible, dude, that you didn't see that." He goes, "Well, everybody else did."
So it was real.
Yeah, it was real. So the last golf course, Eagle Lake, 70. It's like, what did I write down for notes? I put all the notes in here, but it's really, really a long golf course. It's like 7,000 yards from the tips, 7,144 yards from the tips. That is such a long way if you're going to play from the backs. And the course rating was 74.5, which, again, we'll go over course rating really quick. So 74.5 would be what a scratch golfer, a handicap of 0 or 1 or 2, would shoot on a golf course. So the above average golfer, right, the really good golfer should shoot a 74.5 on this course. So that would mean that we would shoot like 174.5. Because it was a difficult golf course, but I love the challenges of courses like that, and it was surrounded by these beautiful homes, all brand new, all new construction. I think they were called Palm.
Oh, that's right. I'm remembering.
Yeah, the Royal
that now.
Palm
Those
Golf
were
Estates.
gorgeous.
We drove all the way around it. We got to see the whole golf course. The houses were like $550,000 for these houses, and they
Can't even describe them.
absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Go onto the website. I think it's eaglelakegolfclub.com or .net. And again, the rates at these golf courses vary, but this course, if you like water and you like alligators and you like eagles, because there are
And
eagles
snakes.
at Eagle Lake
Sorry.
and big giant snakes,
Yep.
then this is your place.
Beware.
But not to be outdone by Bonita National, another championship golf course. Now, we don't normally talk about private golf courses on this show because obviously we want the public to be able to go and play at these places. But we wanted to mention Bonita National. It's a beautiful golf course. Again, it's a private course, but when you live there and you have someone who's a member there, they can bring you as a guest. Beautiful restaurant. We had
that was
dinner and
delicious.
drinks there afterwards. Lovely place. Our friend Ann Cummings is one of the owners there. She is with Golf Life Navigators, and she's a friend of our show. She sponsored our show last year. She's going to be sponsoring us again this year. Just wanted to mention it because if you're interested in moving down to a place, get in touch with us here at the show, and we'll put you in touch with Ann. She works for a company called Berkshire Hathaway, which everybody knows, but she's also a registered Golf Life Navigator real estate agent, and she can help you find a beautiful, it may not be Bonita National, it could be one of 200 places down there. So if you're interested in moving down to Florida, which according to the stats, everybody's moving down to Florida.
We looked at some
that.
beautiful
The prices in Florida
condos.
are going up, but everybody's moving down there. I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved our
really
trip.
loved it.
I loved our friend. What was her name that came with us? I blanked it again, but I apologize, Ann. You told me this morning, and I apologize. But Ann Cummings set it up for us with a friend of hers who was a member there, and she was such a lovely
She
person.
lives there also.
Yeah, we chatted there. She lives there full time. We only got to play 9 holes, but it was more than enough for us. There was actually
What about
talk
the
about
putting green?
alligators. Remember alligators?
Oh, yeah.
Jake and I are walking down the fairway, and I'm like, Jake, what is that? Looks like a stick walking, right? and it was a little baby alligator. Little tiny little baby alligator, like this, like maybe a foot,
So cute.
foot and a half long. And I'm like, all right, if there's a baby alligator, then there's got to be a mama alligator around here somewhere.
Very
and so
true.
we go up over the hill, and sure enough, there's the mama sitting there. You know what's funny is like you ever see it where the alligator's sitting there, and then there's just birds like all over the alligator, like they just sit on top of them, and that's like what a
buddies.
real weird. Like, would that be a symbiotic relationship between them? Like, what's the bird
I was
doing?
just
Like
thinking that word in
picking
my
bugs
brain,
off
so
of
that's
it or
great.
something?
Yeah.
Well, anyways, that's
Yeah.
what it was. The little baby alligator's just kind of wandering off, doing her thing, and the mama's just sitting there. Looks like she's not even alive. And we're like, oh, okay, we're going to
And you
go
said,
over here
"Jeanine,
now.
Stay over there.
Yep,
I'm
we
like,
did.
All right.
The you
So
and
I
the,
didn't get to see the baby.
No.
I stayed away.
I think we have pictures of the baby somewhere. I'll find my pictures from the trip, but I definitely have a picture of the baby alligator, and I'll put them up on Facebook too.
Nice.
So we had a wonderful time. I would recommend Florida golf to anyone and everyone.
I'm
What do you
ready.
think?
Oh, yeah. I'm ready to go again.
Highlights for you?
I think playing with Jake, the two of us,
Yeah.
was my highlight.
Yeah, it was
It
nice.
was
You know,
fun.
when you
We've
travel,
never done that before.
we
so
traveled with our clubs. We all brought our clubs.
Having
It's
our
an
alone
interesting.
I think that's really cool.
There's a great
Yeah.
bag if you
Family
guys ever
golf.
want to. $40 on Amazon. Great travel bag. Got wheels on it and everything. Cheap stuff. I think it's made by Amazon or whoever.
What are you talking about?
The bags that we had, the travel bags, they're
Jake
real
had
cheap.
the best bag.
Yeah.
His had wheels. Ours did not.
Oh,
So needless to say, I didn't carry mine.
No. No. But by the way, I hope everybody enjoyed the PGA Championship this weekend. And I also wanted to talk about where we're going to be next week. Is that all right if I talk about where we're going to be next week?
talk about whatever you like.
All right. I was just thinking, we're going to talk about Atkinson Country Club, because we had the pleasure of playing Atkinson Country Club, and what a resort that place is. So we're going to explain all of that in detail, maybe
Definitely.
even 2 shows. It's such a big place. It has an 18-hole course. It has a golf academy. It has a 9-hole course,
It's nice there.
Yeah.
Restaurant, function room.
function room,
Pro shop.
hotel,
Hotel,
right?
yeah.
I think you can stay there overnight too. I've had a wonderful time today talking about Florida. It makes me, actually, we are going back to Florida in like 5 weeks. So
Awesome.
yeah, we'll be back in Naples in about a month for our anniversary, and
30 years.
yeah, 30 years of golf and love and golf. No, we have only
It's like
started
a
golfing.
book title.
Not 30 years
Could
of
be.
golf for me, but
No, 30 years of golf
we'll
for
go
me.
with the love.
You're the love part.
Yeah, lots of love.
I will be golfing, though.
Yeah,
For the next 30. No.
yep. I hope so.
So if anyone is interested in any of the golf courses you guys have spoken today, if I got it correctly, we've got Bonita National, Quail Village, and Eagle Lake.
Correct.
There are links to each of their websites in our description as well.
And I don't think you can play Quail Village until November.
Okay.
I think they're shut down. And from what I saw on their website, I think they're shut down until November. And so, speaking of other mentions too, I think we should mention that we are on Facebook, right?
Yes.
And
What other
you should definitely go onto
platforms?
Facebook, click the like button,
Yeah.
click the share button. If you like our show, we would love to hear back from you. If you don't like our show, we would love to hear back from you too, because not a lot of people will go out of their way to tell us what we're doing right or what we're doing wrong.
Yeah.
And I also appreciate any ideas you guys have. If you have a golf course that you want us to visit, if you work at a golf course and you want us to visit it and you want to promote it, I've already gotten some contacts with some great people coming up. So we're going to be showing you some great golf courses over in New Hampshire and Massachusetts. And we are on Spotify. We are on, what else are we on? iHeartRadio? We on iHeartRadio?
Oh yeah, we're on.
Oh,
we're
yeah.
everywhere where
We
you
are
listen
like,
to your favorite
yeah.
podcasts. Also,
we're in the newsstands now, I think. We're like National,
I don't know if we're
National
quite there yet.
Enquirer. Right?
but
Are there
yeah,
newsstands anymore?
YouTube as well. Head on over to our YouTube channel and
Yes.
subscribe to that one.
Spotify.
And yeah, help us grow this community. I mean, golf is a massive community, especially in this country. I've noticed more and more. I've met more golfers since I've been here for
Yeah.
a year than I did
Wow.
in 30-something years in Australia.
Well,
Definitely.
I think
So-
it's an
interesting.
easy sport to transcend different businesses, though, too. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you can be a salesperson and you can be a golfer. You can be a realtor. You can be a golfer. You can be a businessman. You can be a teacher. You can
be a
in your
photographer.
summertime you spend golfing. You know what I mean? You're contractors. There's so many different contractors that play golf too. You know, they play the league. They work all day and then they play in their league at night. So it's really just it goes to every age, creed, everyone. Everyone's playing it now, and I love that about that. And we're going to promote stuff like that too, where the inner city stuff that we have with Joanne Flynn and a couple of other people in the area. There's some PGA pros that are doing a lot of good things, and we're gonna reach out and we're gonna find and we're gonna hear their stories too. So I think we did a lot of self promotion there. Was that good for you?
Yeah. You've actually, no word of a lie. I've never been interested in golf in my life. Full disclosure. I completely want to go play golf. Like I want to have a go. So
you're gonna have to come with. You're gonna have to come with us anytime. But you know what? Yeah. We'll bring you when we do like the 9-hole golf courses.
Yeah.
The par 3s. So that it's a good way to break you into golf. They're small holes, so you don't get intimidated.
Yeah.
So
You just unplugged. You're unplugged from the world, your phone, everything. You just out there.
I'm into that. All right,
awesome.
let's do it.
So as you know, every week we bring you a quote, and this week we have our returning sponsor, Josh Frias, and those guys at the ELK Mortgage team, and they're part of Fairway Mortgage. And you can reach Josh and his team at 603-570-9338, the ELK team, which means experienced, local, and knowledgeable. So this week's quote is brought to you by the Reverend Billy Graham, right? And he said, "The only time my prayers are never answered is on the golf course."
That's good.
I like it. I like it.
Thank you, Chrissy. As always, thank you for producing.
Thank you very
Nice.
much, Chrissy. Great
J9,
show.
thank you for being J9.
Thank
As
you,
usual,
Craig,
we'll
for
see you
being
next
you.
week, and we're going to
All
talk
right.
about Atkinson Country Club. And thank you so much, and good golfing to you.
Have a great day.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.